am Lynn, and today I'm going to talk about tattoos and tattooing and health and all those kind of things. So real quick before I get started, please don't forget to like and share my video. It helps me out, and I'm trying so hard to grow the community. All right, so this question, and let me read through it here. It's a little bit lengthy, but really important and really interesting. Hi Lynn, I have a question about the health consequences of tattooing. During the past couple of decades, tattooing has spread to the West, to the general population, first as a fad to the youth, but lately tattooing has become a widespread rage. Of course, the tattoo process itself involves some risk of hygiene, injury of the nerves, things like that. But once a person is tattooed, it's a long-term risk. Some tattooing pigments are probably natural and widely biocompatible. Others are more toxic, such as artificial pigments, metals, etc. I suspect some may burden the immune system, causing allergies, inflammation, or worse. Interaction with nuclear, electromagnetic radiation, 5G, all these different things that are going on may also be a matter of serious concern. What are my thoughts? So I sat with this question for a little bit to see what came through, what intuitively, how was I being nudged, that kind of thing. When I focused on tattoos, for the most part, they do feel overall safe. Now, hear me out on this. I do see that there's being some instances where people may use subpar ink, poor hygiene with equipment. That has always and will always continue to be a risk. It depends on the facility, the person that you're going to, how do they keep their equipment, their work area, that kind of thing. As prices rise, and I did get that this is happening, it's also affecting people, tattoo artists, that kind of stuff. Be cautious of ingredients in cheaper ink. It would be advisable to ask the artist what type and brand of ink that they use and do a little research before putting it in your body. Cheaper inks do have metallic components, and the heavy metals look to be very irritating to the body in the long term. So you might get a tattoo, you love it. Maybe it takes a little longer to heal. Maybe you notice it itching or bothering you. I get if you use very subpar ink, cheap ink, that could be the problem. And once it's in your body, there's very little you can do to remedy it to try to reverse the effect of it. I do see that newer type of ink is coming out. I couldn't tell if this existed already because this isn't, I do have a tattoo, but it's been a very long time. I don't know if there's some new age part of it in which there are metallic or glowing UV reactive inks that they use. I was seeing it. So whether it exists now or will exist, I could not quite be clear on that. And those do feel to be somewhat toxic and can trigger an immune response, especially if you're sensitive to it. They use some kind of chemical infused in the skin that you cannot eradicate. You can't get rid of it. So be cautious of that. If you go down that path and you see some iridescent ink or something that glows in the dark and you think, wow, that is really, really cool, I want to do it, you need to do your research. And if you are very sensitive to metals, maybe like jewelry or anything like that, you're reactive to it being on your skin, I would just be very, very cautious and do your research. Always remember, ask questions. You can never ask too many questions because once you do it, it's done and you're marked. And that was really all I have for this reading. Be curious your thoughts. Have you had an experience? Known anybody else who's had an experience with this kind of thing? By all means, I love it when people share and we get good discussion going on. So I will leave you with that. Stay safe, stay educated, all those great things, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.